Hello, my name is Joanna Schreck. I'm currently in the ABA program at Ball State University. I'm in the course SPCE 683-803 with instructor Dr. Nicole Weekly. Let's begin with a brief review of the client's profile. JS is a 4-year-old boy that has been diagnosed with ASD. He is vocal verbal. He currently goes to school and then has ABA services in the center. He is scheduled for sessions for 4 hours and for 5 days a week. He does not take any medication or has any other conditions known. Behaviors of concern include aggression, items in mouth, and tantrums. For behavior target recap, for this case purposes, I will be targeting the behavior tantrum. Tantrum is defined as any instance of crying, laying on the floor, yelling, and or kicking for more than 5 seconds. Examples include crying and flopping in response to a demand to transition, or screaming and throwing materials on the floor when given a task demand. Non-examples include crying and laying on the floor in response to injuring himself. Behavioral skill training, BST, was used to train and support staff in implementing the behavior support plan and intervention. BST, an evidence-based training method that aims to teach individuals new skills using a systematic approach and has been used in various settings. BST includes 4 basic steps, including instruction, when the trainer provides a clear and concise explanation of the desired behavior or skill to the trainee. Modeling, the trainer demonstrates the correct way to perform the desired skill or behavior, allowing the trainee to observe and understand the expectations. Rehearsal, the trainee practices the skill or behavior, receiving guidance and support from the trainer. And feedback, the trainer provides constructive feedback on the trainee's performance, pointing out areas that need improvement and reinforcing aspects done well. Instructions. When implementing BST, the first step is to provide clear and concise instructions to the trainee. These instructions should explain the target behavior or skill, its importance, and the steps required for execution. In this case, functional communication training, FCT. Telling the trainee that this intervention is designed to help JS learn to use communication to get what he wants rather than have a tantrum. JS engages in tantrums because he wants access to attention or escape demand. FCT will teach JS that he can get attention and escape the task by using his words to communicate what he wants. Next, you provide examples of different situations where JS could use communication rather than a tantrum to get what he wants. For example, when he does not want to work, you can prompt him to say, "All done," and terminate the place demand instead of having JS engage in a tantrum. Lastly, you review the steps of teaching FCT. First step is to create an opportunity to practice by presenting the demand or remove attention. Second, immediately prompt JS to provide the communicative response, "All done," "I need a break," or "Play with me." Lastly, reinforce any approximation of this response immediately by removing the demand or by giving attention. Modeling. Modeling involves demonstrating the target behavior to the trainee. This demonstration can be performed by the trainer or through videos or other resources. Many people like to role-play these scenarios. The goal is to show the trainee the correct execution of the desired behavior. In this phase, you highlight each step of the behavior during the demonstration, address potential difficulties the trainee may encounter, and encourage the trainee to ask questions for clarifications. Rehearsal. Rehearsal is a crucial component of BST, as it gives the trainee the opportunity to practice the learned behavior. This process often involves role-playing where the trainee can apply the newly acquired skill in a controlled environment. In this phase, you provide opportunities for repeated practice, offer guidance and support during rehearsal, encourage self-monitoring, and self-evaluation. After reviewing the video and answering the RBT's questions, you can create the opportunity for them to practice by participating in a role play where you act as a learner. You begin by cooperatively communicating when prompted to do so by the RBT, but then add some challenging situations that might come up in real-life situations with JS. During this practice, you prompt the RBT through many of the steps, fading prompts as they become more comfortable with the protocol. You provide them with a fidelity check so they can monitor their own application of FCT during sessions and refer to it if they need a reminder of these steps. You let the staff know that during the upcoming sessions, you will also use the checklist to provide feedback. Lastly, providing feedback. This is another critical component to BST. It is critical to the growth and development of the trainee's skill. The trainer should assess the trainee's performance during rehearsal, identify areas of strength and areas that need improvement. The trainee should have an opportunity to practice the skill with a learner as soon as the rehearsal phase as possible. The trainer should provide concrete, objective feedback, and in this phase, you offer immediately and specific feedback. Balance positive reinforcement with constructive criticism. Use feedback to inform further instructions and modeling. Ensuring validity and treatment integrity. One way we can achieve this is by using Inter-Observer Agreement, IOA. This is when two different observers agree about the occurrence of a behavior. IOA data can tell you how clear or unclear an operational definition is, whether or not an observer needs more training in data collection, and other useful information. Another way is by ensuring the operational definition is clear. The operational definition describes behaviors that is observable and measurable. Another way is clinical integrity forms, CIFs. This is a permanent product that measures if the member is correctly implementing the intervention. It is a list of the steps involved in performing the treatment and record whether each step was being performed correctly. The BCBA task list associated with training staff is I4, selecting supervision goals based on assessment of the supervisee's skills, cultural variables, and the environment. I5, identify and apply empirically valid and culturally responsive performance management procedures. Examples: modeling, practice, feedback, reinforcement, task clarification, manipulation of response effort. I6, apply a function-based approach, for example, performance diagnostic, to assess and improve the supervisee's behavior. And I7, make data-based decisions about the efficiency of supervisory practice. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this presentation.